Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Immigration YTTV. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about Trump's lawyer says no immediate deportations under Birthright Citizenship order as judges to decide on challenges. In a bid to reshape long-standing immigration law, President Donald Trump's legal team is defending a proposed executive order aimed at ending birthright citizenship. However, Trump's lawyer now emphasizes that no immediate deportations would occur if such an order is issued, as legal challenges are expected and will need to be resolved in court. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. President Donald Trump's administration will not deport children deemed ineligible for U.S. citizenship until his executive order curtailing birthright citizenship takes effect on July 27th, a government lawyer said on Monday after being pressed by two federal judges. During separate hearings in lawsuits challenging Trump's order, U.S. District Judges Deborah Boardman in Greenbelt, Maryland, and Joseph LaPlante in Concord, New Hampshire, set expedited schedules to decide whether the order can be blocked again on grounds that the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling on Friday, curbing the ability of judges to impede his policies nationwide, does not preclude injunctions in class action lawsuits. Both judges asked U.S. Department of Justice lawyer Brad Rosenberg, who represented the government in both cases, for assurances that the Trump administration would not move to deport children who do not have at least one parent who is a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident, at least until the executive order takes effect. Rosenberg said it would not, which Boardman and LaPlante respectively asked him to confirm in writing by Tuesday and Wednesday. In the Maryland case, immigrant rights advocates revised their lawsuit just a few hours after the 6-3 conservative majority U.S. Supreme Court on Friday ruled in their case and two others challenging Trump's executive order. The New Hampshire lawsuit, a proposed class action, was filed on Friday. The Supreme Court ruling did not address the merits or legality of Trump's birthright citizenship order, but instead curbed the ability of judges to issue universal injunctions to block the Republican president's policies nationwide. But while the Supreme Court restricted the ability of judges to issue injunctions that cover anyone other than the parties appearing before them, Justice Amy Coney Barrett's opinion held out the possibility that opponents of a federal policy could still obtain the same type of relief if they instead pursued cases as class actions. William Powell, a lawyer for immigration rights groups and pregnant non-citizen mothers pursuing the case, told Boardman at a hearing on Monday that an immediate ruling was necessary to address the fears and concerns migrants now face as a result of the Supreme Court's decision. They want to see how fast we can get class relief because they're afraid about their children and their babies and what their status might be, Powell said at a hearing. Trump's executive order, which he issued on his first day back in office on January 20th, directs agencies to refuse to recognize the citizenship of U.S.-born children who do not have at least one parent who is a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident, also known as a green card holder. In Friday's ruling, the High Court narrowed the scope of the three injunctions issued by federal judges in 3 states, including Boardman, that prevented enforcement of his directive nationwide while litigation challenging the policy played out. Those judges had blocked the policy after siding with Democratic-led states and immigrant rights advocates who argued it violated the citizenship clause of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, which has long been understood to recognize that virtually anyone born in the United States is a citizen. Immigrant rights advocates, in the hours after the Supreme Court ruled, swiftly launched 2 separate bids in Maryland and New Hampshire to have judges grant class-wide relief on behalf of any children nationally who would be deemed ineligible for birthright citizenship under Trump's order. The Supreme Court specified the core part of Trump's executive order cannot take effect until 30 days after Friday's ruling. Boardman on Monday pressed Rosenberg on what it could do before then. Just to get to the heart of it, I want to know if the government thinks that it can start removing children from the United States who are subject to the terms of the executive order, Boardman said at the end of the hearing. Boardman scheduled further briefing in the case to continue through July 9th, with a ruling to follow. LaPlante scheduled a hearing on July 10th. Rosenberg said the Trump administration objected to the plaintiff's attempt to obtain the same relief through a class action. He stood by the administration's view of the constitutionality of Trump's order. It is the position of the United States government that birthright citizenship is not guaranteed by the Constitution. The fight over birthright citizenship is far from over, with court challenges expected to delay any immediate enforcement. Trump's legal team has clarified there will be no instant deportations. As the judiciary steps in, the ultimate fate of the proposed order rests with the courts. Families affected will remain in legal limbo until a final decision is made. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.